Today is Monday and we're back after the weekend of leaving the mom and her babies in the attic. As you saw, the mom has been coming and going all weekend long, which is really cool. And there's been lots of footage that we've never seen before and we love to see it. Right now we haven't gone in the attic to get the babies yet, but we're just setting everything up for when they do come out. And this is just a good example of how our heating pad is always under the false floor of our white boxes. Today we're just using the clear one for a cool look inside the box when we bring these babies out. But our heating pad basically goes under this false floor, heats up the floor, and then all our wires are tucked behind so that the mom doesn't interfere with them in any way or chew on them if she goes in. And then we always put our t-shirt down to go on the floor and bunch it up at the back so they're not getting cold where the heating pad isn't. So this is how they will be. We're going to bring this to the roof and heat it up for them for once they come out. And let's see how everything goes today.
That's why I left you. Because I'd go up there, you can't.
Yeah, she's same spot.
Good. So similar to when we were up here last day, the mother just refuses to look at us. Well, there she goes.
Hi, Mom. There's them all bunched under her right now. We're gonna get them back.
She's gonna stand her ground, I think.
I think so too.
Just gently want to get her off the babies. Yeah, we want to get there because in case she picks one up. Here you go.
Oh. Thanks, Mom. We're gonna get them back. There's a lot. 6?
Really?
I think. I know, Mom. I just didn't like
Yeah, just go
that
quick.
coming towards her. Hey.
Keep going.
I know. I'm trying. The last one.
Okay.
I know, Mom. Hey, stay. Keep an eye on her for me.
Yeah.
Hey, no, stay.
Very interested in that purring
No.
sound. We just want to keep her at bay because you never know, they can attack, and they have in the past, especially when their babies are involved. Not a lot unlike a mother bear,
Oh, there's 5.
especially when they start to cry.
5 babies total.
Okay,
Cute.
They're adorable.
And a little bit bigger.
So they're about 5 days old, yeah.
They
So
got a belly full of milk. That's the drill to unscrew those.
we've never known exactly how old babies are, but in this case we do.
So we're about to do something really cool that we've never done. Is usually when we're on the outside and the babies are crying, we have no clue what the mom is doing in here. So we are going to set up a camera, just seeing kind of this area to see how she reacts once we leave, because we've never seen that. So usually when we have our Reolink camera outside, we can use a solar panel, but because it was inside, we couldn't do that. So that's why it died. Usually
There's so much motion
yeah.
from her moving, the
We
baby's
captured
moving.
her pretty much every second of the day on that first day. I was thinking she might be comfortable with us too, because we were here in here the last day and we didn't bother her. We were just very careful.
So she might think she has the upper hand on us.
Yeah. So let's head out. She's moving towards us.
Yeah, she's back in the attic,
Yeah,
almost.
yeah, almost. So let's get out.
That insulation up there is what they call cellulose, and it's newspaper that has been shredded up and then they chemically treat it, and it gets stuck to everything. You don't know, but she was on the fiberglass, so she wasn't breathing it, neither were the babies. But you can just see it's a real pain to work around because you carry it everywhere.
So we're just putting her harnesses on really quick and to go up. And we looked on our camera that we set up in there, and she's already by the hole kind of looking around for her babies, which this just shows she's a really good mom.
No, you're not going back in.
Go, Mom. Go, go, go.
Where's she now?
Okay, she's walking to that corner, which is good. Go. Come on, Mom. Move on. She's circling.
Hey, maybe she goes down here.
No, she's trying again. Holy, I can't get it loose.
You filming this?
Yes.
Here, let's see. Look out.
I'm trying to break it off. Now she's going down. She's headed down.
Okay, cool.
She's down?
No.
Halfway?
Yeah. So see how she grips the downspout and the wall at the same time to get onto the porch roof. Yes, there she is. There's another downspout that she goes down.
I'll let her try.
Yeah.
So now that we have the screen on for entry hole, we're gonna let her try to go back.
Let me get in there for a photo. Having that mother raccoon stay on the roof with the baby in her mouth and constantly doing circles looking for a way back in was very unusual behavior. We don't hardly ever see that. The only other time in my career I saw that was a blind raccoon. It was remarkable to see this raccoon come out of her entry hole, and she was completely blind. She had no idea that I was on the roof with her, and all she was cueing on was the baby crying and the smell of the baby. And I was literally able to get right beside her and hand her the baby. Again, I could tell by her eyes that were all glossed up, and she just kept circling looking for the baby that was crying, so I was able to give it back to her. But this mother obviously was not blind. She just wanted to get back into the house with that baby. And eventually she decided that I gotta move, I gotta find a place quickly. And she climbed off the roof, as you'll see in the video.
Going down again. So as you saw, she tore up that old plumbing mat, so that's what we're pulling off right now. And then the new mat will go in place of it, keep it watertight. And then our screen will go on top. So she just tore right through that. And then when roofers put the pipes in place, they cut a bigger hole than they need to for the pipe so it can move like that. And that's just because if they need to reposition slightly, they need a bigger hole to make room for themselves. But raccoons have learned that if they just tear this cover, they can access that hole, and she really struggled to get in and out. So she didn't make it that much bigger, but she did chew a bit. And over time, if she were to continue to live here, she would have made it bigger and bigger. We have everything set up. I'm just screwing in the baby box. We're using our clear box today, which will be really cool to see her come back. She's been circling the roof this entire time, so she will be back. We are going to place the babies in the box now. Oh, they're full bellies, little guys, and Mom's going to take really good care of them. So there's 5 total. We're putting 4 in here right now. And I'm watching where Mom is, because if she's gonna hear these babies, she's gonna come up to this roof. And if she sees us with them, she may just want to come for them. She hasn't been aggressive, just protective. And we just gotta keep an eye for her, especially because I'm on the edge of a roof. I do have my harness and I'm on the roof hopper, so I'm safe where I am right now, but if a mom was coming at me, we would just have to be more careful. Should we take a couple pictures? So they're perfect little guys. They already have their mask forming and the little markings on their tails. And this has been such a cool job to observe. The homeowner was amazing letting us do all this filming, and set up our cameras inside and outside, and we're going to continue filming once we're gone, which is so cool. And we've always wanted to use this box. Only ever used it a couple other times, and the babies were bigger, and because they were moving around and breathing, they fogged up the whole box last time. But because they're small and they won't be moving, I don't think that will happen. So we're going to close the lid, get rid of the insulation. They are nice and warm with our heating pad on for them, and we're going to set up our camera so that Mom's going to be back so soon. I think she'll probably be back before we even leave. I keep thinking I hear her. So we'll head up, set up the camera here, and we'll be able to see everything that happens, and we'll check on them tomorrow as well. This mother was absolutely amazing. She's back just an hour after we left the roof, which is great. She's extremely maternal, has already left her other baby at an alternate den site, and she is back to get the rest of her babies. She's just checking out the box because when she last left, the box was not here, so it's new to her. She sees her babies at the back. It's very cool to see her go half in, half out, because usually it's the white box and we don't see what happens inside the box, but this is extremely cool. And there she goes with the second baby of hers. It is amazing to see how easily they can climb a house. A lot of our customers will say that they can't get up the brick of their house and they don't know how they're getting up. So simple for them with a downspout and brick. Look at her just hop up. She's determined to go get the next baby, and she heads up there so quick. And there she goes with the next baby down. Even with a baby in her mouth, she is an amazing climber. It doesn't affect her climbing abilities at all. And there she goes, quickly hopping up again. It was very cool that we had the opportunity with Reolink to set up multiple cameras on this job site so we could see her not only grab the babies, but then where she headed afterwards down the roof and then down the side of the house. Unfortunately, we never get to see where she takes the babies, but raccoons are extremely smart. They know where they're headed next, and she had an alternate den site already in mind before she left with that first baby. She is such a great mother.
So that was an unusual job.
Yeah.
We've never left a mother raccoon in an attic. We've never come across a mother giving birth in the attic before.
Yeah, that was crazy. I didn't want to go over there and take them away from her right after they just were birthed.
No, it didn't feel right that we would actually disturb her at all. Yeah, so it was unusual in that perspective, but a very calm mother raccoon.
Mm-hmm.
She wanted to show us that she wanted to get back in, but eventually gave up that idea and left the roof.
Yeah, we always have to keep watching for her. I was more worried about where she was just because you never know. Once she hears her other babies crying, she could drop that baby and come running at us because she could be protective, so that's 100%. Why I was watching the entire time.
Yeah, 100%. The only thing that made me feel comfortable is that she had a baby in her mouth and couldn't necessarily bite.
Yeah.
Because I had my foot in the entry hole trying to keep her from going back in, but I don't know what I would have done if she had been bold enough to come right at us.
Yeah. Well, she would have probably got back in.
Probably, yeah. I'm not gonna sacrifice my leg for a mother raccoon wanting to get back in.
Yeah. But my favorite part was being able to use Reolink in all the different areas on this job. Because we've never seen inside an attic, especially when we were on the outside, so that was really cool.
Yeah, I think we should try to do more of that if customers are willing, just to be able to see different angles, and having her climb down the downspout, and how quickly she went up the downspout. It was like we had played it in fast motion. But so homeowners that actually say, I don't know how they're getting on my roof,
show them that video.
We're just going to show them that video and say, this is how they get on. You don't need trees hanging over the eaves trough for them to be able to climb up and get on the roof.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah, job well done. On to the next one.